We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. Cause Kristin knows blank.
It is a new year and I still don't know blank. But welcome to a new year on the Kristin Knows Blank podcast. And this year it's gonna be better. We have set the bar so low. This year has got to be better than last year. Everybody knock on wood or whatever. Hi, welcome to the podcast. We have a great show today. This is the podcast where I have on a comedian. We talk about something that they are an expert on. I ask them 5 quick questions. We play a Radlib, and it's all a really good time. But before we get to that, you're listening to the Kristin Knows Blank podcast. If you are listening, take a second to like and subscribe or follow this podcast to give me the incentive to keep making them week after week. I'm Kristin Key. I'm a comedian and musician. You can find me online at kristinkey.com and go to all my social media. Like me, comment on my stuff. I've got lots of videos every week. I go live on Fridays, and on Mondays you'll see the Radlib from the podcast. So this week, I've got a really good friend of mine. We've been comics together for years and years. We worked on the road together, but there's so many exciting things about him. He has a new special out on Amazon called It's Gonna Get Better, and he's a huge sneakerhead. Hey, computer lady, play that interview with Alvin Williams.
Playing interview with Alvin Williams. Good God, that man has a lot of sneakers.
Alvin, thanks for coming on today. I'm really excited to talk to you. You got a lot going on.
I know. I got so much going on.
First off, you just released your first special on Amazon?
Yes.
That's huge.
I know. On Amazon Prime, it's called It's Gonna Get Better, and it's doing super well. So I'm excited about how well it's going. I remember last time we talked, it was supposed to come out in the summer and then didn't, and then I was just waiting. And we finally got a release date in November. So after that, I mean, it actually worked out well because nobody else was doing anything in November. So it put more attention on me. So it worked out great.
Well, what a great title to hit this time right now when everybody is saying so much like, it can't get any worse. But you put the positive spin on it. It's going to get better.
Oh, totally. And I did that, filming that a year ago, absolutely knowing what it was going to be like.
You're a psychic comedian. Like, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to wait a year on this, which we would never do. We're very impulsive people. That's how how lucky. So I try to be smart. Good for you. Good for you.
Thank you.
You pulled that off. Wow. And it looks amazing. It sounds great.
Thank you.
I hope it brings all the success that you deserve, because I've known you for a long time now, and you're a great guy, and good things should happen to you.
It don't make me cry. Like, no, there's no need for that.
This is a comedy podcast. So what was your childhood like? Did your dad hug you enough?
Not nearly enough during the pandemic. No. That was.
So every time you were on my the Mad Mondays version of this expanded into a podcast where I have a comedian on each week, and I talk to them about, I ask you, in a message before this, what are 3 things you consider yourself an expert on? And one of them I want to talk to you about today, because you are the only, the biggest sneakerhead I know.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk to you about your love of sneakers and how you got into it. First off, how many pairs of sneakers do you have?
Over 60.
Okay. I mean, I'm a lesbian, so my footwear game is terrible. I mean, my wife, great shoes. She's got a good shoe game, but probably still maybe in the teens. I probably have 6 pair of shoes total.
What?
I mean, and that's like
best collections.
Dress and flip-flops. I mean, I'm not a shoe person, but
you all get to do the heels and the sneakers.
Alvin, I'm not doing heels. I mean,
fine. All right.
I would look like a baby giraffe trying to learn how to walk in a pair
I've been inside for a long time, Kristin.
You could probably wear heels better than I could. You're an athlete. So where did this 60 pair, and I know that it's not just like 2 busted up pair that you mow the lawn in. These are like, no. Where do you keep 60 pair of shoes?
In the closet. My closet is overtaken by the shoes. To be quite honest, there's 4 pair I haven't even gotten to yet, and there's a pair coming in the mail. Um,
Okay.
I think
How often does that happen? Is it like me with Amazon Prime where you're just like, "Oh, I didn't remember ordering that. Why do we need that?"
it's that. It's well, no, I collect them. So the ones that I don't wear, it's like, well, that's fine because I could resell them if I don't wear them, if I don't find a time to wear them. So I look at shoes now more like an investment than anything. What I find weird is some of my favorite pair of shoes have no resale value compared to the shoes that I buy, and I'm like, eh. And all of a sudden, I look up and those shoes are like worth $400, and I'm like, I shouldn't have worn them the one time that I decided I didn't like them.
Wow. Well, here's what's crazy about I did a little deep dive on sneakerheads and like I was like and one of the sites was great. It's like 14 ways to become a sneakerhead. I was like, should it just be like buy a bunch of shoes? But there's a lot to it. But
There's
some
so
of it
much to
is
it.
rotating your shoes and
Yeah.
wearing some of yours, like just like because otherwise I think you become like I'm just assuming you'd become a serial killer that has all
Yeah.
these shoes they never got to
Yes.
wear. It's like you don't deprive
Um,
yourself of love.
one of the biggest shoe collectors, his name is the Perfect Pair, and he has like the most majestic shoe collection. You can check
He
it out
should
on
call
YouTube.
himself Dolly Parton. I'm sorry.
Well done. I am pleased.
I'm always going to think of him as Dolly Parton.
His mantra is wear your shoes. Like he's got this big shoe collection, but the thing is, wear your shoes, enjoy your shoes. And I live by that. But the thing is, this pandemic, I didn't get to go anywhere. So in my head, I always told myself, well, if I was home, I'd be wearing them all. I wear like 2 or 3 pair because I'll have a pair I want to wear. I'll look at it, I'll look outside, and I'm like, man, not like this. I wanted to be special.
Right? I'm not taking this girl out to just go around
Yeah.
the block.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
oftentimes I'm fine with around the block. All the times that I I wear the shoes is typically on stage.
Right,
So
right.
when you're constantly on Instagram and you're taking pictures with people, and after a while I've gotten known for being a sneakerhead on top of that. I don't like to be seen with the same pair of sneakers if I've ever got pictures from shows and stuff. So
Right. Wow. Okay. Where did it begin? What was the first pair of shoes that got you hungry for sneakers?
well, couple theories.
Oh, okay.
I'm hooked on sneakers are the pairs I didn't get when I was a child. And those
Ooh.
were the Jordan 11 Concords that came out in the 1995-96 season. Michael Jordan had this pair of shoes that had patent leather on it. And before that point, no sneaker had patent leather. So
Oh, I
we're
remember
all,
these. Yeah.
you do remember.
I do remember these. Yes.
Yes. He wore them for the first time against the Orlando Magic in Game 1 of the NBA semifinals, in the Eastern Conference semifinals in 1995. And nobody had seen this material before. So we're looking, it's shiny, but he's playing in it. And it's like, what's happening? Like we're all just trying to make it out. Like, what is the shoe made out of? And the bottom looked like glass. Like we were freaking out. Like, is he wearing dress shoes on the court? Because that's what it looked like. And they sold out so fast. First of all, the NBA didn't allow them to wear them because they didn't match with the team colors. Those rules have changed completely now. It's a whole thing now. Like
I read somewhere, wasn't he fined like 5 grand per game for
that was the
his?
Air Jordan 1. That was
Okay.
his first Air Jordan. That was banned because it wasn't team colors. But since then, he always had the shoes that were team colors. But these were their own thing. Normally, the Bulls wear black during the playoffs. They wear black socks and black shoes during the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And he came out with these shoes, and we had never seen anything like it before. Everybody wanted a pair. There was a lot of murder that happened. I'm not gonna lie. Like people got killed over those sneakers. So
It's
it
like
was like
blood diamonds, but with
blood diamonds.
leather.
Yes, patent leather blood diamonds
Patent leather blood
was
diamonds.
the working name for it. But they're like, nah, we'll call it the 11s. Like we'll just keep it with the numbers. It's fine. you know.
We tossed around Blood Diamond.
Yeah,
Yeah, too
do a
bloody.
couple focus groups.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't get my hands on a pair in 1995, and by couldn't get my hands on a pair, I mean my mom wasn't going to pay for a pair that were $125.
Sneaker game's a solo game. It's not really you can't. I mean, unless your parents a sneakerhead, this is just your. I want a pair of shoes, and them going. Why would I spend $125 on my kid's
Yeah,
shoes?
you're
You're gonna
crazy.
outgrow them. Yeah.
And I'm from Chicago. Kids used to go, they used to leave school early or not come to school before the shoe store opened when the Jordans came out. Back then, there only used to be one pair of Jordans that came out per year, right? So these were a pair. If you didn't get it then, they were sold out until the next colorway of the same shoe came out. But if it was a one-time thing, there was no resale market back then. It was gone, right? So fast forward to 2018 when they came out again. They had come out again a couple of times since then, but I didn't have any money. I've been broke a long time.
We're comedians. We know how to
We're
be broke. Yeah.
comedians.
We can't
Yeah,
have
so
nice
they,
things. Yeah.
right. They came out in 2001 again. I was still in high school, still broke. They came out in 2007 and I think 2000 or 2010 and 2012. I wasn't making money. Cruise ships come along. I've got money now. I'm like, I swear, if I ever see these shoes again, if they come out, I'm getting them. And they came out and I bought them resale, and whoever sold them to me sold me a knockoff pair.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I paid
Okay.
above market to get it, and I was able to get my money back for it, thank goodness. But yeah, so
What did you
that
pay for a knockoff pair
because
of Jordan
they they
11s?
they offered it before the release of the Jordan. So I was like, I'm gonna have them before anybody has them, because that happens sometimes. There's a surprise release, which in reality, if you look at it, the surprise release, oftentimes these are the pairs that they messed up on and they decided to put them out anyway. I've pieced it all together. But long story short, um, I got it before the release, got my money back before the release. When the official release happened, I had 5 computers set up. I had two cell phones set up, my laptop, because you have to get them online, like from
Okay.
Nike or
And you've got
or
cruise
one of
ship
them.
money. That's how you have all these devices.
Yeah.
Before cruise ship, like, shoot, I'm on a BlackBerry and I cannot get these shoes.
I was ready. So I clicked like at 7 a.m. is when it was available. I clicked on all of them, and whichever one came open, I'm like, please let one of them come open. 2 of them came open. So like you have to put in your payment information first and just hope that you get it. Well, I ended up with 2 pair.
Okay. Okay.
So I I wear one pair occasionally, and the other pair I don't touch.
You kept them both? You didn't sell one?
Are
You
you
just,
kidding me?
oh my God. Okay.
I
Because you're a
kept them both.
sneakerhead. Yeah.
Yeah. What are the chances this
You're
was
not a
meant?
practical lesbian with sensible shoes.
I have been referred to as a practical lesbian sometimes.
That does not surprise me. Every outfit you ever wear, I think that looks better on you than me, but God, I've always wanted to wear all white.
Oh,
You
it
look
was
so good in it.
practically. They said practically. I see the difference.
Practically.
I got it.
Not a
I'm
practical
just
lesbian.
yeah. Now I see.
Slight difference still.
But yeah,
Pulling it off.
those will always be my favorite pair. But yeah, since that time, it's like Lex Luthor syndrome. I didn't get it as a child, so I just started collecting the shoes. I kept them super clean. I was anal about it.
Wow,
Um,
that'll show them.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna get every shoe I couldn't get when I was a kid, and I've got every pair of Jordans that I couldn't get as a child.
Now, do you have a pair of shoes to this day that you covet and you want that you couldn't have? Like, I always wanted the Back to the Future Nikes, and
Oh, the Air Mags.
yeah, yeah.
You know how much those are?
I do not.
Want to guess?
I mean, no, because I'm gonna be away. I'm like, okay, let's think. What does a good pair of shoes cost? Like, don't even ask me.
They range between $32,000 and $40,000.
My car doesn't even cost that much.
My life doesn't cost that
I
anymore.
mean, my God, how cool though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it used to be something that was frowned upon, to just, like collect so much. And it's like, well, what's the value? And it's like the sneakerheads created like their own Bitcoin in a way. you know,
Yeah,
like
it's currency
walking
in a way.
out of
Yeah.
this market. And it's like, so now when I buy a pair of shoes, whether you like it or not, it's an investment in my future.
It's like Beanie Babies.
Yes, that you can wear and not be judged nearly as much. I've never thought somebody would refer to my Air Jordans as Beanie Babies, but that's what I get.
They shouldn't. I shouldn't. But that's incredible because I read on there when I was doing my little deep dive on sneakerheads that a lot of it is like the trade, like
Yeah.
or the resale. But it's a trade. You guys go to Sneaker Con and you bring the shoes that it's like you love, but you want something more, and so
And you're so right. For the record, like I'm not the best when it comes to resale. I just can't let them go. Like I love my shoes, you know. I hold on, even the ones I hadn't worn, like I hold on to them, telling myself I'm gonna resell it.
right.
No, I have one rule. I have one rule. If I have not worn the shoe in a year, I do give my shoes away.
Okay.
I don't sell them. So that maybe that's the other part. I don't like to sell the shoes. I actually like to give my shoes as a gift to other people because I know what it's like to not be able to
Wow. Okay.
have those. So that's like a thing,
Do
you
you
know.
think that it gives you like sneakerhead karma at that point? That if you're giving a shoes away, that you may be able to come upon a shoe that might be rarer, and that because you have good sneaker karma, maybe it'll fall under your feet.
I honestly never thought about it. I think it gives me people karma. It turns out I do it for the right reasons.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's I'm not like, oh man, I'm gonna get that next release. Like
If I'm
it's I
philanthropic with these shoes, I'll get
yeah,
better shoes,
I
bloodier
really
diamond shoes.
I have bought to the shock of some of my feature acts. Sometimes I will buy them sneakers as a gift when they do. Like I had a friend of mine who she did an amazing job the weekend that I was filming the special, and during that time, we weren't sure what we were going to use in the special. Like it was filmed over 2 days, right? And I had about 45, 50 minutes a night, you know. And she said, do you want to take some of my time so that you have more film to work with?
Oh,
And I mean, she did not have to do that. Like she's a headliner in her own right.
yeah, yeah.
And she gave me extra time to do that, like put her ego to the side, you know,
That's
because
so cool. Yeah, you needed that time for the
as
special too.
well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know what it's like to give people your time. Like I'm ready
Yeah.
to when they take my time away, you know, in those moments. Like I remember what that was like. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Why are you
Oh,
bumping?
yeah, in that middle spot, it's like 30 is just,
Yeah,
35. Let me show them I can do 40. Yeah.
let me have this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she gave that, and it made all the difference as far as getting every joke that I needed to get into the special. So I just I gifted her with some shoes.
What shoe did you gift her with?
The Air Jordan ones. There was
Wow.
they had these awesome colors. You know, women's sneakers have way better colors than male sneakers, and I don't care. Like if I find it in my size and I want that color, I'm getting it.
Well, what women's size are you? Just curious.
I believe I am a 13 and a half in women's sneakers.
Oh boy, yeah, they don't make a lot of those. Poor
Yeah,
girl.
well,
Yeah.
I actually I
You're
that
a WNBA size now.
well there's a pair of these Air Jordan 4s that came out that were women's sneakers, but men everywhere wore these sneakers, and it was the Air Jordan off-white Virgil 4s. They're women's sneakers, but men bought them. But I bought these specifically for her. Like she's like size 7.
That's cool.
Don't freak out at me. I don't forget people's sizes.
No, no, that's really cool that she has. I mean, not just the shoe itself, but the story behind it. That it was from you, and as a
Yeah,
sneakerhead, that's what a gift to give.
yeah.
That's cool. If I were going to, so are you all Nike all the time, or do you have some?
I got Yeezys. I got Fila's. Well, so Adidas, Fila. I occasionally will buy a pair of Reebok Questions, which was Allen Iverson's old shoe. But I got some Pumas. I just like what I like. I got a ton of Pumas. I have a door, just Pumas in different colors. I hadn't worn them in a long time.
When this is over, you got to send me a picture of your collection so I can put it on Instagram.
Oh, you
and
got
show
it.
off
Yeah.
your collection with the Radlib this week, because I always put
My
up the Radlib
pleasure.
so people can do it.
It's time for
5 quick questions.
I'm going to test your knowledge now as a sneakerhead. We're going to play 5 quick questions with Alvin
Okay.
Williams. 5 quick questions about sneakers and sneaker culture. Question number 1. Who was the first pro athlete to have a signature shoe designed for them? Was it Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
This is messing with me because Magic Johnson wore the Converse weapons, but they were customized colorways. But like the NBA had Larry Bird have a pair of weapons too. I don't remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar having a sneaker.
It was
I mean,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Unbelievable.
He had the first signature shoe designed just for him. His second year, he was named MVP. Adidas gave Jabbar his own signature shoe, setting a precedence for all sneaker makers to follow.
That is, you have blessed me with sneaker knowledge.
We just learned something new today. All right.
Jordan. I knew it wasn't Jordan, but I knew it wasn't Magic. And I'm just like, Kareem?
Why are sneakers typically released on Saturdays? Is it A, because people get paid on Fridays?
Yes.
B, because malls have more employees on Saturdays? Or C, so that kids won't skip school?
It's because people get paid on Fridays.
It's because kids won't skip school.
That's a lie, though. I'm from Chicago. We skipped school.
That's what when you were telling me that earlier, I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, I got
Yeah.
it.
Maybe they changed it because we skipped school back in the day.
Probably. Sneakerheads will wait in lines for hours just to get a pair of their favorite kick. Sneaker makers learned to keep release dates to Saturdays, so kids wouldn't have a reason to neglect school. I think because so many kids skip school. Where will you find the biggest sneaker collection in the world? Los Angeles, New York, or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
That is correct.
Yep.
One big correct answer for you. And yeah, apparently Jordan Michael Geller has a 2,500 pair of sneakers in his sneaker collection in Las Vegas. Question 4. What was the first rap group to publicly endorse...
Run DMC.
All right, not even a multiple. You should get a bonus point. With my Adidas.
Yes.
Okay, question number 5. You're taking a girl on a date, you're trying to impress her. Which pair of your own shoes do you grab?
Who? My Jordans, my Air Jordan 11s, my Air Jordan Concord 11s are the ones.
Ooh, excellent. That is the correct answer, by the way. So,
Is it really?
yes, overall, it looks like you got 3 out of 5.
Wow.
Ask you a
I thought
question.
you were just asking me. You didn't even give me choices. I thought that was just...
Well,
like-
it was, I could give you multiple choice, but it was 60 possible answers. And so
And that was the right one?
that was the right one. That was correct. Whatever you said was the right answer.
Oh, that's see.
It's a very subjective question. Very subjective question. Is it because they look so nice or because they're sentimental that you would wear those shoes on a date with a girl?
Both.
Okay.
Again, the story.
Yeah.
It's like why do you buy that table for the living room that's so unique? Because you want to tell the story behind it. And they're
Right.
so clean looking. You can wear them. You can wear them with a suit. You can wear them with jeans. You can wear them with shorts. There's no wrong way. Like they fancy up everything, and they just look so damn good.
Well done. Well done. All right. Well, we've made it this far. You made it through 5 quick questions. You made it through an interview with me. I can't let you leave without my very favorite part of the show. And now it's time for Radlibs. I know you've played one before because you've been on the show before. But here's what happened. I wrote a story specifically for you, and I've left out some parts of speech. You give me those parts of speech together. We're going to make a hilarious story. Are you ready to play Radlibs?
I've been waiting to do this again. Yes.
All
Ready.
right. I need a number.
7.
Ooh, excellent number. I need a color.
Red.
Red. I need a food.
Peach.
I need a nationality.
Puerto Rican.
Yes, that is the correct answer. An animal.
Cheetah.
A celebrity.
Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo.
Yes.
When is Black Widow coming out?
Oh, well, we just call it Widow in this house.
Oh,
But not soon enough.
I know. God, I'm excited about that. It's like, I think that would make, like, when people are like, it's going to get better, that's when it's going to get better.
Yes.
Black Widow comes out. I need a sport.
Basketball.
And a city?
Let's do Chicago.
Excellent. A liquid.
Mercury. That's a liquid, right?
That is a liquid, yeah. It goes in a thermometer. And I think
I can see your face when you
you shouldn't eat it because mercury poisoning's a thing. So don't ever suck on your rectal thermometer.
It's only a thing because people were eating it, but yeah. That's...
Right. A restaurant.
Oh, like a chain? Outback Steakhouse.
I don't make the rules. Outback, excellent.
Well, no rules, just right. Isn't that Outback's line?
Yeah, no rules, just right. Another city.
Let's do Boise.
A TV personality?
Rachel Nichols.
Who's Rachel Nichols?
Rachel Nichols is the NBA jump host for NBA The Jump. She's so gorgeous.
Love it. Okay. An exclamation.
What?
Excellent.
Wait, that was...
That's something you exclaim, right? What?
Yeah, but I just... Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's...
Do you want to keep it?
Yeah, keep it.
Okay. Verb ending in ing.
I don't know where that thought came from.
What is it?
No. My mama's gonna be watching this.
Okay.
So, skating.
Much better. Yeah. Although the first one would have been hilarious.
It would have.
Occupation?
Comedian. Remember that?
There used to be comedians. Yes. Now
No.
we're all podcasters. And congratulations on your new podcast, by the way.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
world of podcasts. This is the evolution of stand-up.
I'm stoked. This is where we belong.
Yes. Well, if you're ever looking for a guest,
Oh, you know. I already got you written down.
happy to be on it. Can't wait to talk to you about whatever.
Yes.
I need, no relation, a disaster. It just happened to be the next word.
Well, you came to the right place. Train wreck.
A disease?
Mumps.
Mumps. Yes. That is a disease. Don't hear about it very often anymore. I need something you say in confusion. Is that duh?
Yes,
Okay.
with a Q at the end.
Ah.
That's here.
F-U-Q. A food.
Sushi.
Which someday I'm going to have you back on this show to talk about sushi, because I know
Yeah.
you're an expert on that as well. So
I am.
pencil me in sometime in 2021.
Done deal.
A noun?
NutriBullet.
Is that the thing that it's like a little blender?
Yes, it's better than a blender.
Ooh, sell me on it.
The NutriBullet breaks down the cell wall of the vegetables. So you put the whole thing in. You don't have to worry about any slop or anything. And itself, like the cleaning part of it is so easy. You just rinse it off. You don't even need soap because you're just using fruits and vegetables. I mean, it damn near cleans itself.
My God, I'm buying one right now. And we have a story. Alvin Williams, the story I wrote specifically for you is A Sneakerhead's Journey.
Oh, wow. All right.
This is your journey. This is your story. A
my
Sneakerhead's
story.
Journey by Alvin Williams. I have a pair of sneakers so rare, there were only 7 ever made. They are all red with stitching the color of peaches. They're made out of Puerto Rican cheetah skin. You don't hear about I mean, take that, patent leather.
So fast.
It's that Rican cheetah. That's what gives it the extra speed. They were made popular when they were worn by Scarlett Johansson during a basketball game in Chicago.
Okay.
Who knew?
I like that.
She's really good. Naturally, they're called Mercury. I'd only seen a pair once in person. I was at an Outback Steakhouse in downtown Boise when Rachel Nichols walked in wearing a pair. I said, "What? Where did you get those?"
This sounds like my dreams.
I feel like I'm reading your diary. I said, "What? Where did you get those?" I knew I had to have a pair, but I could never afford them. A few weeks ago, I was out skating my dog. See, aren't you glad you didn't say that other thing in there? You're gonna be doing to your dog? Thanks, Mom. A few weeks ago, I was out skating my dog and stumbled across an estate sale. A wealthy comedian had been in a train wreck accident and died. His family was selling everything to raise money for mumps. I didn't have the heart to tell them they'd already been cured. In a pile of shoeboxes, I saw the emblem. I thought, the f***? It can't be. But it was. I bought the rarest pair of sneakers in the world for the price of a sushi.
One sushi.
A sushi? Well, you know what they say. One man's trash is another man's NutriBullet.
Boom!
Well done.
That was perfect. You rule.
You rule. I learned so much about your inner love of sneakers. So tell everybody where they can find you and what they should be looking up.
You can find me on alvinwilliamscomedy.com. I have my special that's out. I also have a new album that I released called All of It, which is my complete discography with a brand new album in it called Pandemically Challenged, and my new podcast, Things I Don't Hate.
Guys, follow, find, become a huge fan of Alvin Williams. It will be worth your time. He is hilarious, and I cannot wait to hear your new podcast, Things I Don't Hate by Alvin Williams. Alvin, thank you so much for coming on today. I love you.
I love you so much. Thank you again.
Interview complete. Kicking Alvin Williams to the curb.
Okay, New Year's resolution. Fix that computer lady before anyone else gets hurt. How great is Alvin Williams, right? Take a second to check out his special on Amazon. He's got several albums out, so become a fan of Alvin Williams. You guys, if you like this podcast, please take a second to like, subscribe to it, follow it, leave it a comment. There's a website. I think there's email. Just email us at Kristin at KristinKnowsBlank.com and let me know if there's any topics you want covered, any guests you'd like to see. I'm Kristin Key. Find me on KristinKey.com. I'm on Cameo, so hit me up for a cameo. And guys, until next time, bye.
We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. 'Cause Kristin